Whoa. So this is big. I mean, you first of all, I don't know why the Kansas City Chiefs decided to do this trade. They were trying to re-sign Tyreek Hill to a massive contract extension, trying to make him the highest paid wide receiver in the league. But apparently, he felt that he didn't want to play for them anymore. After that didn't happen, they granted him his trade request, and Miami Dolphins presented the best trade package, and now he's a Dolphin. So, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, Kansas City Chiefs traded six-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Tyreek Hill to the Miami Dolphins for 5 draft picks, a 2022 first-round pick, which is number 29th of this year, so it's not like a top 14th lottery pick in NBA terms. They got a second-round pick this year, number 50th, or fourth-round pick, plus a fourth and sixth round picks in 2023 draft. And this was the other day, Wednesday. Today's Thursday at the time of this recording. So obviously the trade pending a physical, which everybody has to pass a physical, which that's not gonna, which that is going to happen. Excuse me. And the Dolphins are giving him a 4-year, $120 million extension, including a $72.2 million guaranteed and a $52.53 million signing bonus. Wow. This deal makes Tyreek Hill the highest paid receiver in NFL history, which Odell was the highest paid a couple years back ago when he was on the NY Giants. I believe he signed like a 4 or 5 year deal worth $90 million. So this supersedes that. And Hill was already on contract. Total value of the new deal, including $120 million in new money, is $141.685 million. It also includes $250,000 Pro Bowl incentives each season, which he has a high chance of making now. But yeah, this is definitely interesting. This comes after Davante Adams signed a 5-year contract with the Raiders, which is average $28 million per season and $65.67 million fully guaranteed. Now, my thoughts and reactions on this trade is that Hill chose the money over the chance of possibly winning another championship ring. Now, first of all, you want to talk about that damn conference. The AFC is loaded. It is freaking packed. Kansas City got better. Kansas City's always Kansas City, but you got Denver Broncos, they got better. You got the Raiders, they got better. Adding Davante Adams. I mean, it's a gauntlet. Cincinnati's gonna be there for years to come. Buffalo ain't going nowhere. Josh Allen's still gonna be young. It's the Chargers. The Chargers, their defensive acquisitions this off season. Lord have mercy, Khalil Mack. Oh, and I believe they got I believe it's a corner. I'm blanking up names, but if you guys know football, you guys know what I'm talking about. Tennessee, I think they took a step back. They released Julio Jones, and I thought that they were gonna be in the running for Aaron Rodgers, but apparently he decided to go back to Green Bay. Green Bay's taking a step back, but that AFC, man. That AFC is going to be a gauntlet, especially their own division. Good Lord. But nonetheless, Hill chose the money over the chance of possibly winning more rings. He's probably looked at his resume. He's like, you know what? I'm a 6-time Pro Bowl. I have a Super Bowl underneath my belt. I'm pretty much set for the Hall of Fame. I'm one of the fastest wide receivers in the league of all time. Let me go secure this bag real quick and just ride off into the sunset. And besides, Hill is, let me check how old Tyreek Hill is. I believe is in his almost late 20s. Could be mistaken. Tyreek Hill, yeah, he's 28. So he's got a good, 5-6 years left in him. He's probably like, you know what? Let me go get this money real quick. Financially set myself up, and if I have and my kids up, and I'm good to go. So hey, I guess he chose the money route. And speaking of the Dolphins, I mean him with Jalen Waddle. Question is, are they gonna keep Tua? Because there was a whole bunch of Tua trade rumors last year with the whole Deshaun Watson situation, or the Dolphins gonna acquire Deshaun, and Deshaun ended up going to the Cleveland Browns for some god no reason. I don't know why, but There's been question now, they're going to keep Tua or they're going to look into the draft to get a new QB, even though this year's draft is not that quarterback heavy because they look into next year's draft. So there's a lot of questions surrounding the Dolphins. But I like what the Dolphins have done this year in the offseason. I mean, they've added a new head coach, which I really like, from New England, and Mike McDaniels. So that's going to be a new, fresh taste right there. Oh, well, excuse me, Mike McDaniels from the San Francisco 49ers, not New England. I apologize. He's from the 49ers. They added Mike McDaniels from the 49ers after that whole scandal happened with Brian Flores, who ended up at the not Philadelphia, the Pittsburgh Steelers job. But it's gonna be. I mean, listen, I like what they're doing. They're revamping. Hopefully, they're gonna add some more pieces in the draft, see what they could do. But man, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, and then they always had a good defense, a solid defense too. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about this whole Tyreek Hill trade. Now this puts more of a pressure on Patrick Mahomes to perform because they always say, well, he had the safety net of Tyreek Hill in the deep ball. Now he's gonna have to focus more on Travis Kelce. But they did sign Juju Smith-Schuster from the Steelers, so could he move into the wide receiver number 1 position, or could he still be a 2? And Kansas City, I believe they let go of Nicole Hardman, so it's like I don't know, especially with how tougher the AFC division, their division got. I see they also signed the wide receiver Marquez Valdez to a 3-year deal, which is a solid pickup. Could they possibly get another free agent wide receiver? Could maybe Odell, who's still out there, rehabbing from a torn ACL, he could be an option. Julio Jones is still out there. He could be an option. So, they're going to have to try to find some ways to replace the fastest of Tyreek Hill, even though you can't do that, but to try to find some pieces out there. But it's really going to put more of the pressure on Patrick Mahomes, who's like, all right, man, like, hey, you a lot of people have been saying, hey, you've had the best wide receiver tight end duo since you came into the league. Now it's your turn to shine, and I apologize. They still do have Nicole Hardman, but looking at the receiver Jeff Tart, Juju Smith-Schuster, Valdez Scantling, I mean, he could do some things with that. It's not a total loss. I mean, Juju's probably going to be maybe the number 1. You have Nico, the number 2, Nicole Hardman, the number 1. Josh Gordon still on the team, which is surprising. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he had some drop balls as a running back. Hopefully he fixes that in the offseason. But looking at, their offense, they would still be a threat. I think that they will still be a threat in their division, because I'm looking right now if they had any more all season moves. That's really about it. But yeah, I think that they'll still be a threat in the AFC West. So let me know what you guys think about the whole Tyreek Hill trade now that he's a Dolphin. Where would you guys possibly rank this move for Miami? And where do you guys end up seeing how far could the Kansas City Chiefs go with their new look roster now that Tyreek Hill is no longer on the team? Worlds TV, signing out. Peace.